Also, I'm going to embellish on some of those age-old laundry hacks, and I'm going to show you some space-saving tricks that I use to keep my laundry room both tidy and functional at the same time. Now, the first laundry hack that I have is just my method of keeping the laundry room kind of lively and tidy and saving space, room for your maybe your spare towels, dirty clothes of course, and your laundry solutions that you'll be using. First off, I painted this room. It's bright yellow. It's actually called Sweet Lemon. Make it a little bit more lively and fun and energetic. And a couple other things I did, I put up photos, and I actually put together this mirror. Mirrors always tend to open up the space. Like kind of making things rise up as opposed to being down on the ground. And then also I have this stool in here that I actually got from a friend a couple of days ago. The first step when doing laundry is to split all of the laundry into separate. Actually, loading it into the washing machine isn't really a big thing. It's usually, for me, the chore of it all, I find, is when I have to split up the laundry, get it all together and ready to go into the washing machine, and at the end when I have to take it out the dryer and fold it up and everything. Best to wash the colors with the colors, and wash the whites with the whites, and wash the darks with the darks. One myth that is somewhat been around forever is what to do when you have white stripes. So, one, dry clean them. If you're that concerned about them and keeping them still intact, you can dry clean them. Another solution is to hand wash them. Now, for the most part, this is a workout shirt. This is just like a shirt I wear around the house. This is, you know, some of these things, I would say everything except with the exception of this, I'm not really that attached to them. It's worth a chance, worth a shot of me to not go through dry cleaning or hand washing or anything like that, and just make laundry day even longer than it needs to be. So what most people do is just go ahead and throw them in with the colors. Hopefully, you know, if the color won't fade too much into the white. And like I said, if it's something really expensive or something you're really attached to, or it's for a job or interview or something like that, then go ahead and maybe hand wash them and hang them up to dry somewhere. Or just, you know, if you have a lot of different clothes like that, just take them to the dry cleaner the next time you're out. An age-old laundry myth I'm going to dispel today is that suds equal clean. Not true. One of my favorite things to use for cleaning, not only in the laundry room, but definitely when I'm doing laundry, is vinegar. You can clean so much with just simple water and vinegar. Suds do not equal clean. Now, I kind of like everybody else, if I'm taking a bath, I want to see the bubbles. It's just fun. I know that the bubbles aren't what's going to get me clean. You don't have to have suds, you don't have to have soap going everywhere that you can see, bubbles, whatever, to get things clean. You can use simple solutions like peroxide, even rubbing alcohol to get your laundry clean. So that's just one simple myth that I wanted to dispel here today. And myth number 2, we have that in order to get your whites sparkly clean and keep that white that you had the day you bought them, you must use bleach. That is not true. You do not have to use bleach on your clothes in order to get it clean. In that, it tends to make it tear. It tends to break down the fibers, and then you may, in the beginning, have really nice white clothes, but sooner or later, your clothes are going to start to fall apart. Peroxide is what I use, and then we have the question of whether to wash clothes in cold water or hot water. One way that a lot of people remember, or a lot of what comes to mind for most people, is that you wash your cold and dark, and that you wash your whites and hot, and that you wash your colors and warm. That, I will say, is a simple solution, a simple, easy way to kind of remember it when all else fails. So if you are unsure and you're concerned about that, always read the tag. The tag is your friend. That's what it's there for. Most tags will mention on the tag what is the best way to clean the clothes. It's put on there by the manufacturer, and it's meant to help you get the longest wear and longest use out of your clothing. But just to break it down, for the most part, warm or hot water will get your clothes the cleanest. I actually find myself using hot water more than anything because it just makes me feel like my clothing is getting cleaner, and it actually does do a better job of cleaning than cold water. Just like if you were to take a shower, you would most likely prefer to take you would most likely prefer to take a hot shower or a warm shower as opposed to a cold shower. Fabric that you feel is going to fade easily, things like that are things you may want to go ahead and wash in cold just to be on the safe side. Now we have a summer hack solution. How to get sweat stains out of your clothes. First off, you wear as many tank tops and go topless as often as you can. But I do understand that that is not always the dress code allowed policy in a lot of workplaces and events that you may be going to. There are actually a ton of different hacks out there for getting sweat stains out of clothes. You have things like table salt, clear ammonia, aspirin. I've even heard that you can use meat tenderizer to get stains out of clothes. I'm not going there. That can stay in the kitchen. There's 4 basic solutions that I am fine with using in order to get stains out of clothes. Now the first 2 are lemon juice and peroxide. Those 2, you want to kind of only stick to white clothes when you use those, but you can actually apply white vinegar directly to your clothes, colors, whites, and all. And another one is baking soda. There are a couple different kinds out there. There's one that's called Laundry Booster. The way that you use the baking soda to clean is you actually want to combine it first with water and let it get to somewhat of a paste, and then apply that onto the sweat stain and let it sit, and then go ahead and proceed and wash it. How do you get acrylic paint out of your clothes? And believe me, with as much painting as I do, I know that that's a problem. I've never really invested too much time in getting paint out of any of my clothes, because normally I put on clothes that I'm not concerned about getting messed up to begin with. But I do understand that things happen. You may accidentally sit somewhere. You may be somewhere where you had no intention of getting paint on yourself. Or do that, one thing you can do is you can use rubbing alcohol. I always get the highest concentration. This is 91%. For the most part, in a lot of cases, that will get it out. It's just something you can try. I have seen people from time to time get it out. You're pretty much going to have to use rubbing alcohol and grease. And by grease, I mean elbow grease. You're going to have to scrub it and spend a good bit of time on it, but that's just one thing you can do. And as far as I know, there's not really anything else that's too effective in removing acrylic paint from fiber. If you can, just throw it out or just make it a permanent painting clothes. One other myth that I've heard that I've actually been using for quite some time is if you want your clothes to dry faster, then put a fluffy towel into the dryer when you're drying your clothes. I use this Myers Lemon Verbena, and it is a earth-friendly green cleaning option to do in your laundry. It smells wonderful. And they also have a laundry booster. And so you can put this in with it, and it just adds to the freshness, and it kind of boosts the laundry detergent to make it even cleaner and fresher. One other question is what to do when you have these type of sheets. These are 100% Egyptian cotton sheets, and there is no way you would want to put them into the laundry and have them come out anything other than the condition they came in. You can wash it in just about any solution, any temperature water, and it's going to hold up. That's what they do. They actually get softer over time, and they aren't too picky on the conditions you need to wash them in. Then you can clean them with vinegar and baking soda. You start your laundry, and you want to turn it on the hottest temperature possible. That will make the sheets softer. Turn the water on, put maybe half the amount of baking soda, or if you are using detergent, maybe half the amount of detergent that you would use into the washer. Go ahead and wash them. And during the rinse cycle, put a little vinegar in. I've heard that the best thing to do is to get them out before they're completely dry from the drying cycle, and then take them at that time and let them hang out to dry. I am not doing all of those things. Basically what I do is I put a little bit of baking soda and a little bit of vinegar in the washing machine and wash them that way. Thanks for tuning in to this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my laundry hacks, myths, and solutions. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe.